Hey, After Party Nation. I hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday. I am sitting outside again because it's getting nice out. It's still hot, but it's not too hot. We just had a rain shower come through, so it just kind of cleansed everything and made everything shiny. So I love it. But I did want to touch on something that Freddie said the other day about finding a quiet place like a sanctuary. And he said that he was turning off the TV a lot and trying not to pay attention to what was going on inside a little box and more about what was going on in his world. And that's great advice. And that was one of the reasons why we created this little patio sanctuary outside, because we can sit outside and it's nice to listen to just the birds. And you know, we've got the turtle pond and it's got a fountain in it and it makes a splashing noise. I've got it off right now so you can hear me instead. But you know, it's nice. It's nice to do that, to cut off especially the news. The news is so tragic these days. So yeah, so find your little sanctuary like he was talking about. But I did want to talk about the daily reading that we've got. I got to put on glasses because, you know. So anyway, I wanted to read it to you because I think a lot of this is pretty important. And it's something that we don't really think about. It's talking about getting well. Very deep, sometimes quite often forgotten. Damaging emotional conflicts persist below the conscious level. And it goes on to say, only through positive action can I remove the remains of guilt and shame brought on by alcohol. Throughout my misadventures when I drank, my friends would say, why are you doing this? You're only hurting yourself. Little did I know how true those words were. Although I harmed myself and I did harm friends, some behavior also caused great wounds in my soul. Step 8 provides me with a way to forgive myself. I alleviate much of the hidden damage when I make a list of those I have hurt in making amends, and I free myself of these burdens that contributes to my healing. One of the things that, and that's so important, and you don't realize when you're so deep in any kind of an addiction, you think you're only hurting yourself. You think it's just impacting you. But in fact, it's not. It's impacting everybody. And you don't realize that until you get sober and you see how different life is once you're actually sober. And that's one of the things that I do struggle with now. I will wake up sometimes and be like, oh, yeah, I did that. And it's like you feel ashamed and you feel embarrassed. At the time I didn't. At the time it was fine. But you do feel that once you get sober, and it's really disheartening. But this step allows you to forgive yourself. It allows you to say to yourself, you know what? Yeah, I did that. And I'm a better person now, and I'm going to be a better person tomorrow. So despite the fact that I did that, I'm going to make amends for it, whether it be to somebody else or it be to just yourself, and move on. Because if you linger in any of that shame or hurt or pain or anything like that, then you're not progressing in your sobriety. So, you know, one of the biggest things that you've got to do is learn how to forgive you. Learn how to forgive yourself. And I'm preaching here, but I struggle with it. I have a hard time forgiving myself. I can forgive anybody, but me, that's a little bit different. So, you know, if you're struggling with that, we kind of all are, and we understand. So just, you know, take a second today and maybe jot down a couple things that you think are unforgivable, and just, you know, give yourself a little break and say, yeah, you know what, I did it, and I'm going to move on, and I'm not ever going to do it again. And, you know, say a Hail Mary, say a blessing, say whatever you say, and just forgive yourself. So anyway, all right, y'all continue enjoying this lovely Wednesday and go slay your day and let some sunshine in it. All right, bye.